Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we are going to talk about what is going on November 9th through the 15th. And there's a lot. There's a lot. Before I get much further, I'm going to ask you to please hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate when you do that. It makes me feel like you value me and my time. And of course, it helps the analytics. So I encourage you to do that for any YouTube channel that you watch. It just takes a second. So what do we have going on here? Oh, and if you're not a subscriber and you'd like to be, just hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification button and you'll know when I upload videos. Next week, I have the videos coming out for the sun sign season of Sagittarius. I think they'll probably come out on Friday of next week. We have the Monday videos coming out. So if you want to be in the know, hit the notification bell. So let's see what we have for your overall energy for the week. Okay. Ooh. All right, Pisces. Let's strap in here. Looks like we're in for a bumpy ride. How can we defeat this energy? Oh, the answer's right here. Okay. Okay. So, attitude is a choice. That's what I just heard. Attitude is a choice. Why are you feeling like this? Okay, so this week we start out with the moon in your 7th house of partnerships, and we finish out with the moon in your 10th house of career. So it is a big week. The new moon is in your 9th house of connection to spirit. Long distance travel, higher knowledge and education, but I feel like it's the connection to spirit is the one that's really going to be highlighted as far as connecting in with spirit and connecting in with your heart space. Ooh. Okay, so you connect with spirit through your heart space, right? That is how you feel into the energy, and there is a need to set healthy boundaries for yourself this week. Oh, okay. All right, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I hear what's going on here. Okay. All right, so turn off the TV. There's so much drama going to be happening this week because of what the planets are doing on top of all the other, like, it is going to spark things up. It is going to create anxieties and worries for people who don't have healthy boundaries. So this is the week to armor up, to stay disciplined and focused and centered on yourself and your heart space. This is the week where you take your power back from all of the noise out there, because Pisces has a tendency to, you're so empathetic and you're so deep in the emotional waters, and water transmits emotional energy, and the emotional energy this week is going to be jacked way up there. Yeah, okay. So let's get into why that's going to be like that. But and maybe if you understand why it's happening, it'll be easier for you to not attach to that energy and instead allow it to flow through you. Like, I'm not keeping this in my space. So this is a week where grounding is going to be really important. So go out for nature walks. Turn off the media, social media, radio, TV, anything political, just, and I don't care what country you're in. This energy is across the planets, right? So, because what you have here is you have the prison waif. Okay, and the prison waif is self-sabotage and poverty consciousness. This is self-doubts. This is worriment. This is worriment. You could tell I listened to Pam Drogel. This is worrying about a bunch of things. This is oh gosh, letting the energy around you make you worry, anxiety, that's the word. And then we have the Metal King. And look, that's a very Scorpio-like card, right? This is It says discipline, armor, and boundaries. This is how you don't be this. Mask up a little. Put on your body armor. Don't let everybody else's crap infiltrate your life. This is you going to war for yourself and picking you. This is you picking you this week. Okay, because when we start out this week, the moon is in Virgo. And so when the moon is in Virgo, that is your 7th house of partnerships. And at the same time, we have got Venus in her home sign of relationships, which is Libra. And we've got Mars at home in Aries. And they are in opposition to each other this week. And exact opposition on Monday, but it just goes across the week, really. And so Venus is feeling empowered. Mars is not. That's divine masculine, divine feminine facing off, right? And the divine masculine is angry and frustrated because there's all these rules and all these boundaries and all these things holding them in, and there's things they want to do. And, they could, if you look at it this way, this could be the divine masculine going to war against the divine feminine and beating her down. So don't let that happen to you. We've got the moon in a quincunx, which is a very uncomfortable angle with Chiron in Aries on Monday, and then again on Friday, but on Friday that is coupled up with the moon opposing Uranus in Taurus. Really tense, explosive energy all week long around relationships versus self. The communication of it and the way it feels. So, here's the key. First, safe and healthy boundaries. 2, focus on this. The sun is in Scorpio. For you, that is a comfortable angle. That's a sextile. That's a very comfortable angle. It's very supportive of your communication with spirit, and Neptune is in trine with the sun, and Neptune is in your sign. So you're being supported there too. So there's this support. There's all this supportive energy between what you're dreaming about and manifesting it. So focusing on manifesting your dreams by connecting with spirit and trusting in the flow of the divine and the abundance of the divine, and your heart center is where you manifest your dreams into reality. So really focusing in on that and not allowing yourself to worry and get sucked into the negative energy, because when you do that, then that connection gets fuzzy and you will manifest your fears instead of your hopes and your dreams. And so since there's so much support around manifesting your hopes and your dreams, that's where you need to keep your focus. This is a week where you will need to use your self-discipline to keep your head in the right space, to keep your heart in the right space. So make a practical plan. Make a very practical plan. Sit down, write it out, focus on the details, spend the time being very practical about it, keeping the media off, all of the media. Like there's just no place there's no place for media right now. If you really want to know like something or the other, be very disciplined. I can catch the news headlines for 10 minutes or something. I don't know. But don't allow yourself to sit around and swirl in that stuff. It's going to be really hard this week. The moon is going to be supported also by the planets over there in Capricorn. And so that is, again, very comfortable energy for you. And Mercury is going to move into Scorpio, a fellow water sign. But it can be a little sarcastic there. So really focusing and staying focused on yourself. You have savings that came out. I feel like this is you saving yourself, even though that's not what the card says. This is you focusing on what you need for you. Because it says, as you consistently save for the future, your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care path to feeling secure as you focus on your life purpose. So instead of worrying about being broke, figure out how you can set aside money every week. Because this seeds of intention that we plant are going to be required to have a disciplined, consistent action to them. Because right after the moon is going to be in sextile with Saturn and Capricorn. And Saturn really says you need a plan and you need to work the plan. And so instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm broke, or whatever phrase you want to use, say instead, I am working and building my future. One step at a time. And I don't care if your step is $5 a week. It is one step at a time, and you focus on the fact that it is one step at a time. If you are choosing to pay down a debt, well, this is savings. So save. And that will help cushion you against this feeling of anxiety and stress. Okay. On Wednesday is 11/11 Gateway. And the moon moves into Libra, which is represented by the Justice card, which is number 11 in the tarot. And it gets there at 11:09, not 11:11, unfortunately, but 11:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. And so there's just a lot of energy around this doorway. And so I have this new deck called the Doorways. And so we're going to just kind of see what we get there for the doorway for you. But again, this is your 8th house of transformation. So this 11/11 Gateway really opens up and moves into that Scorpio new moon energy. And so, you have this beautiful card. This card's showing up like 3 times today. Look at that beautiful green of the heart chakra healing, and the doors open, the gate is open, inviting you into your heart space, inviting you in to this protected courtyard. It's a protected courtyard, boundaries. This is a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown where love is the focus, foundation, and goal. Blessed is the body, mind, and soul. And I really feel like this is you focusing on yourself and what you need, you taking care of you, and not worrying about all of that energy going on around you. I just saw a castle on an island in a lake. Protected from everything. You need to be in a castle on an island this week. You can do that for yourself. You just have to create that space for yourself. On Thursday, Jupiter is going to conjunct with Pluto, which means that it's going to move past Pluto. It's going to break free. It's going to, by the time we get to January, it's going to be it is going to be working its way past Saturn, and things will start really expanding, and when that happens, that'll be in your 11th house. Your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, and wishes. And so focus on where you want to go. What dreams are you saving for? Create a savings plan for that. It's right around the corner. Allow yourself to step through the gateway into this nice courtyard. Allow that to happen for yourself. We have the moon then gets into Scorpio on that really difficult day, Friday the 13th, right? It is going to be, that is the day when all that stuff's going to happen. And it's like this opportunity for a really big explosion or forest fire or something. It's just really hard. And so it's really important that you protect yourself from that energy and instead focus on what you can focus on, that you should focus on. And that is acceptance. Acceptance of what you cannot change, right? and also acceptance of yourself, like all the pieces and the parts of you. Look for the beauty in everything around you. And also, I want to say acceptance of the flow of abundance that is coming to you, because when I see this many fish, and fish represents abundance, look at how many are around her. It's accepting the gifts of the universe that are going to be brought to you. So, open your hands up and say thank you. I accept with gratitude the divine protection and the flow of abundance that is coming to me every day. I am abundant. I always have more than enough, and there's always more on the way. I am stepping through the gateway into my protected future. You can do this. Let's get a card on that new moon here. Okay, that one. When they jump out like that, we'll just take them and we'll see what else we get here. Okay, Pisces, you have a lot coming out. So let's just see what's going on here. Right? Okay. So you have a time for healing. This is acceptance of a situation. Acceptance, a lot of times in order to accept a situation, you actually have to look it in the eye and say, okay, what is it? Identify it, put it down on paper, figure it out, right? So it's time for healing. It's a time for allowing the flow of abundance to come to you by choosing to trust. You have a personal issue reaches resolution, which is represented by the full moon in Cancer card, which would be very supportive energy for you. And you also showed up for yourself because you have the full moon in Pisces card, the balance, spirituality, and practicality. So again, this is you saving for your future, being very consistent. And then we have the full moon eclipse, and there's actually one coming in 2 weeks. And this one says conclusions are within reach. And so there is a situation that you are healing from, and I think that you move past this energy if you will allow yourself to do the healing in the heart space. You can move into this flow of abundance really easily with that full moon that's coming up. And that full moon will be happening in Gemini. So that's in your home space? Yes. So it's in the home, the nurturing, the mothering arena of your life. So I feel like when this is a personal issue, I think that there's some healing that needs to happen in some kind of a parent-child relationship or around the house or a living situation. Maybe you're feeling like it's time to move on, but you're afraid of the financial situation that you're stuck. Well, start saving for the door, the gate to open to let you move on to something new. It could be something like that. So take control of your life by choosing you. I have a Pisces moon, and oh gosh, sometimes I get it. It's hard. It's hard. Like you want to help everybody, you want to heal everybody, but it's kind of like if you don't put your mask on first when the pressure drops in the cabin, then you can't really help anybody, right? Because now you've passed out from lack of oxygen yourself. So put your mask on this week. Take care of you. So the moon moves into Sagittarius, which is your 10th house of career, on Sunday at 10. So that new moon, I don't think I mentioned this, is at 12:07 a.m. on Sunday morning, Eastern Standard Time. It's at 23 degrees of Scorpio. So if you have any planets, placements or anything around 23 degrees, that will be triggered by this. Oh, I really like this. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of healing energy supporting you because you have the time for healing, and then you have, and it's the balsamic moon, which is as the moon is starting to come out of a new moon, and you have the rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. So accept whatever the situation is, allow the energy to flow on through. Don't hang on to anything. Start balancing your practicality with your spirituality by planning for the future while you're allowing feels like your heart needs to heal. When I see this really feels like a heart that needs to heal to open up into the flow of abundance coming to you. Healthy boundaries are going to be really important. Anything else? Okay, I guess that's it. All right, Pisces, you take good care of yourself this week, right? Do what you need to do for you, protect yourself, and allow yourself the space to heal, but start making some plans toward the future, right? When you stay in the present and focus on that, but an eye to the future, right? Don't worry about the past. The past, you're healing. That's the easiest way to heal it, is to be very present in the moment and kind of look toward the future. All right? All right, you guys take good care, and I will see you back here next week.